What's going on, y'all? Juan here, and today I want to talk about Ambient Boom Pole's upgraded locking mechanism kits. If you purchased a QP5 series boom pole before May of 2024, there's a very high chance that you have the older locking mechanisms on your boom pole. These locking mechanisms are still amazing, but if you want an increased performance in your boom pole, then I highly recommend going to your favorite reseller and buying the locking mechanism upgrade kit. It's very easy, no tools required, and I'm here to show you how to do that in this video today. So for those curious, this is what the upgrade kit looks like. And for the ones that just don't know where to start, the smallest locking mechanism would be for the top of the boom pole, and you just work your way down to the bottom, which would be the biggest locking mechanism. Before I get into showing you how to upgrade the locking mechanisms, I want to point out something very important, and that's the clamping rings. This is the biggest difference between the old and the new locking mechanisms. The new clamping ring has 8 segments now, as opposed to only 4 with the older locking mechanisms, and this is where you're getting your improved performance from. Just to save time, I already removed all of the other sections of the boom pole. This is the last section, the final locking mechanism, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to remove the existing locking mechanism. All you do is just literally screw it loose. Here's your clamping ring, and you just pull it out. Okay. Now what I like to do is get the clamping ring and just open it up just a little bit right on the tape, and then it'll just slide off really easy, and it's just like that. Very simple. Slide it out and then you're good to go. One important thing I want to show is if you have been using your QP5 for some time, there's an amazing tutorial that shows you how to completely clean and do full maintenance on the boom pole, and it's something that I highly recommend that you do before you put the new locking mechanisms on. Ambient was kind enough to send me a brand new boom pole, so there's a ton of grease that's still on here, and it's brand new and it's clean. So I'm ready to put the new locking mechanisms on this boom pole. You want to look for the bevel or the lip of the nut, and that's what goes in first. So let's start with that. And as far as the clamping ring, you want to make sure that the teeth are facing up. I like to clamp the ring onto the boom pole with the white tape. I find it much easier to just get it on there, and then you're good to go. Now this is something that's very important. There's small teeth that's probably hard to see here, but these teeth pretty much connect and lock in the clamping mechanism. And when you're turning, you kind of want to keep adjusting and making sure it's on right, because you could tell, like when everything's all lined up the way it needs to be, you can feel no friction. It should be very smooth when you're locking the nut onto the boom pole. So right here, I'm just trying to get a little feel. Just keep moving it around. There you go. Nice and easy. Feels very smooth and fluid, and that's how you know you have properly put on the upgraded locking mechanism. And it's just a rinse and repeat process from there. So let's get a closer look on the next segment that we're about to put on with the upgraded locking mechanism. Remember, bevel, lip goes in first. Slide that through. Clamping ring, teeth go out. And for me, I like to do it right on the white tape. Just nice and easy. Once you get all that set up, you slide it in. Very easy. And we're all good to go. And as easy as that. Very simple to upgrade to the new locking mechanisms. And I'm looking forward to using this. Another big thing about the locks is that it just takes a little twist to close it and completely prevent lateral twisting. So now that we got the upgraded locking mechanisms put on the QP5 boom pole, I want to show you how effective it is. I have the Shep Cement 5 and the Radius Rad 2 shock mount, which is a nice amount of weight on the top segment. Just so everyone can see, I'm loosening it, and it's very loose. Like, look, it's actually off, okay? And it didn't go anywhere. This is impressive. Mind blown, okay? You don't have to worry about a collapse happening, getting your fingers pinched, nothing. So if you need to make an emergency change on the boom, you could do that and it's not going anywhere. And now I'm gonna tighten it up, complete tight, nice and tight, right? Just wanna make sure everything's good. And look at this. I am putting a lot of pressure on this and it's not going anywhere. And this is why the Ambient boom poles are some of the best boom poles in the game. Very lightweight, very reliable, and you've seen it first, okay? Look, I'm gonna go loose again. Doesn't collapse. And look how loose I am. It's off, and it's not going anywhere. And this is the big difference between your Ambient boom pole and your competitors. In closing, if you have purchased a QP5 boom pole before May of 2024, I highly recommend the upgraded locking mechanism kit. It is very well worth the money. As you've seen in this video, it's very easy to replace and get the new locks on the boom pole. And as far as performance, you've seen it yourself. It's just incredible and I'm blown away. And even if you're on the market for a boom pole and you don't know which brand to go with, I personally highly recommend the Ambient brand. Very reliable, very well made, and it's gonna last you a long time. So I can't wait to get this boom pole out on the field with the new locks and give it a try. Peace.